Om Namah Sri Jyotirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Sarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. So today is Swami Vivekananda Jayanti. It is celebrated on January 12th. It marks the birth anniversary of one of India's greatest spiritual leaders and thinkers, Swami Vivekananda. It is also observed as National Youth Day. In 1984, it was declared by Government of India as National Youth Day, recognizing the profound impact of Swami Vivekananda on youth and his timeless teachings. So one of my favorite quote, so today morning when on the occasion of National Youth Day, I was asked few questions to answer about decoding my life and also about spirituality and what is the impact of Swami Vivekananda's teachings in my life, in my personal and professional life. So the first and foremost and quotes of Swamiji's or sayings of Swamiji came to my mind. One of my favorite quote these days, once Swami Vivekananda said, talk to yourself at least once in a day. Otherwise, you may miss a meeting with an excellent person in this world. This saying is so true. Like nowadays, when I wake up, I try to close my eyes and visualize my previous day and plan my day. So I realize the true meaning of this quote. And even when I go to bed, so I take my diary for writing the gratitude journal or just for journaling or writing my diary. So sometimes I feel happy about my day. Sometimes I feel that maybe I'm doing a lot of procrastination. The day I have not completed my day's work. So for planning of the next day also, I write the same thing. So this talking to self or visualizing our journey is very, very important in our life. So now coming to my today's question, what is the significance of Swami Vivekananda's idea of Karma Yoga in our practice, our day-to-day life? Yes, Karma Yoga plays a powerful, significant role in our medical practice as well as in our personal life, combined with the true essence of spirituality. Lord Krishna has conveyed the message related to Karma Yoga to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 8. Mam anusmara yuddhaja. Contemplate upon me and fight the battle of life. So whoever you believe, we can believe in any religion. We can believe in God, we can believe in Bhagwan, Sri Ramakrishna, we can believe in any religion, Allah, or Jesus, Buddha, but contemplate on that supreme power and let us fight the battle of life. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, keep doing karma without expectations or desires. So, in my younger days, when I used to read Bhagavad Gita regularly, so I used to read it, I used to chant it, karmanne badhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. But I never realized, I've always used to think with many query marks these lines. But now at this age, when I contemplate on my journey, so then I see what it really means. So many times you will see many people are very much desperate about the gain from life. Material, it may be material gain, it may be any gain, power, ego, so success. So I have seen when we are desperate about anything in life, maybe it is power, maybe it is position, maybe it is success, then we are very much focused and attached to that. Rather than that, better to be the most hardworking, like hunger in the belly, person in the room, and then surrender. Do your work and then surrender, and let's see what comes. And believe me, nowadays I realize the moment I don't chase success, I don't chase power, position, or anything else, any material gain, we achieve more abundance in life because the universe wants us to win. So the moment we are not desperate about anything, any gain in life, we receive more and more. So now I realize the meaning of this, the keep doing karma without expectations or desires. But believe me, even 2 years, 3 years, 4 years back, I never felt that this can be achieved in like day-to-day personal life. Now coming to Swami Vivekananda, he taught karma yoga in modern way. Swami Vivekananda has given the ideal as Atmanu Mukshartham Jagadhitaya cha, for the salvation of oneself and for the good of the world. If you take care of the means, the goal is automatically taken care of. So that's very important to do work, to do the hard work. And then, as I have said, I have seen in many lives of great leaders, true leaders, so goal is automatically taken care of. So they receive abundance the moment they do their hard work and leave everything for universe to take care of. Then my second question to me was, what is the significance of Swami Vivekananda's idea of karma yoga in medical practice? So yes, our family life, in the humdrum of family life, or Vedic or spiritual life, karma yoga never supports that an individual should stop following his social duties. It may be towards our family, towards our patients, towards our society. It supports that we should perform our duties in a fair and correct manner. So now the role of the medical professional, we have seen that it has been redefined during this race against COVID-19 pandemic. So even being a laboratory medicine specialist or professionals, being a doctor in the laboratory medicine specialty, we have seen the true meaning of karma yoga. We have realized that during the pandemic time, because as a healthcare professionals, we knew that there is a life risk, and we have seen many in our family, in our friends, that they have lost their life. But no one refused their duties. In spite of that, no one felt that in pandemic we have life risk. But we were ready for any duty, filling our lives with positive attitude. So anything like serving patients or any social service, bringing medical help to sick, serving mankind, educating the illiterate, alleviating the poverty in small or large scale. Maybe we are mere professional, mere human being, but our small act is also very powerful and important. So these are the powerful method for realizing our own potential. So what Swami Vivekananda talked about social activism through Bhagavad Gita's Karma Yoga, spirituality to improve society. I think during the COVID time, we realize the true meaning in our personal life. So that's very important. So then my next question was how to adopt the practices, maybe spiritual or religious, any practices in the midst of busy professional and social life. So yes, we have seen we are busy for our personal, professional, and even now we have active social life. And also this is very relevant for our today's younger generation who are the victim of social media and digital world. So the calmer we are and the less disturbed, the more shall we love our work. So this is the power of concentration or power of focus. So the role of positive psychology. So Once I think I heard some talk of about psychologist Mihi Csikszentmihalyi about his book Flow. What makes an experience genuinely satisfying is a state of consciousness called flow. It's a very big philosophy. People typically experience deep enjoyment, creativity, and a total involvement with life. Mind by itself can make heaven to hell and also can make hell to heaven. I think I have heard this Sarvapriyanandaji's talk, if I correctly remember, about mind. So this is so very important. Mind can make heaven to hell and also can make hell to heaven. What we concentrate and where we put our mind to, very, very important, that cognitive bandwidth. So this is the power of concentration, or power of strength. Like I used to, when I was very young, I think in grade 9th or 10th. So I used to write everywhere in my study that life is, strength is life and weakness is death, or arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So yes, that time I have realized that's the role of our parents. They used to believe that those positive thoughts or that flow of mind, very important in our day-to-day life. So we should have high goal in life. The question, where do we want to go, or what is our goal? Many times we get puzzled by this. Our own highest ideal. If we have clear directives, we can achieve in shortest possible way. Like because of that, we always tell, like, let us have short goal in life. It's not like, plan for 10 years or 20 years. Let's see what we can achieve this month, or maybe 21 days, or maybe 60 days. If we can actually achieve one habit. That day I was reading James Clear book, Atomic Habits, or Small Wins Every Day. So even 1% achievement daily makes in 365 days a big impact in life. So because of that, rather than going for long-term goal, that if we have short and clear directives in life. And another thing is neither money pays, not name, not fame, nor learning. It is character that can actually have powerful impact during challenging time, during difficult times. This is Swami Vivekananda's quote. So because of that, if our lives are meaningful, it gives us higher source of happiness. It's not that not following the family life or not doing the social life or not doing the social duty or personal duty or not having enjoyment in life. But even then, we can have very active personal and social and family life. But even then also we can have higher meaning of life, which can be our great source of happiness. Swami Ranganathananandji once summarized spirituality very beautifully. With eyes closed, I find peace within. With eyes opened, I ask, what can I do for you? So if this single quote or single mantra we can actually implement in our day-to-day life, whoever we are meeting, whoever, we may be knowing them or we may not be knowing them, maybe from security to the big boss, in the organization. So let us try to have impact whenever we talk, smile, and let us have impact on whoever we are meeting. I don't know where I have read this line or where I have heard that. So I always tell my child, because in current world, we have seen that children are always busy in their own world, and also digitally they are so much distracted. So what actually we believe, we should follow it daily. Like as I said, my favorite quote, talk to yourself once in a day. Otherwise, you may miss meeting an excellent person in this world. So this few minutes self-talk or journaling, very important. Also another thing is gratitude. Let me give my example. Many times I feel what I'm doing, what is the purpose of life, or why I'm doing so much procrastination, or I feel stagnated. But then when I sit for writing this gratitude journal, so see light in between frustration. I see rays within, in between this whole challenges and difficulties, or in my worries. So five things in it to do today to make it a great day. When morning we open our eyes, we just prioritize little bit meditation, or practicing just silence, or few pages for reading at the end of the day. Some good things, anything. It should not be only religious or spiritual book, any good book, or music, listening to music. Like I listen to Rabindra Sangeet or I sing Rabindra Sangeet whenever I am doing this self-talk. So make truthful affirmations or you can craft the affirmations to commitments for motivating self. It's very important. This affirmation is should not be like, nowadays you will open the YouTube and see so many this affirmation, that affirmation. It should not be like that. Anything you tell yourself, oh, this our life is manifestation of our thoughts and action. So I am entering into the best day of my life or best year of my life. So that's also affirmation. So we can craft our affirmation. Suppose any student going to give exam. So I'm going to give the best exam of my life or anything. So then what is the way? The message of Gita is philosophy of life and not the philosophy which is devout from life. As Swami Vivekananda once said, divinize the life itself. So that day I was reading one poetry with my son, Sonnet 43, I think. So it was about the personal life, the relationship, and then the personal life, that poem ultimately became the divine life. It's not like, love for God or love for the same love in relationship becomes, when we divinize that, so that become divine love. So divinize the life itself. So when we don't seek anything from outside, it's not that we don't have any desire or expectation, but the moment we expect less and try to give more, so we divinize our life. And then we become the most happiest, and also that can be the happiest phase of our life. Then another question to me was, why do I follow Swami Vivekananda? This was asked by one of the students there. So there is dichotomy between our life, our daily life, and also like when we come talk about the family life. Yes, there is a dichotomy between family life or secular life and spiritual life. It led to so much conflict. God or that superpower is always separated by desha, kala, vastu, space, time, and things. We devote some time in meditation or chanting, prayers or japa, and relate our spirituality to that specific place, time, and things. Swamiji abolished this gap between spiritual life and secular life or family life. He emphasized Vedantic philosophy, Tattamasi, everything is divine. He says everything has to be spiritualized or divinized. Swami Vivekananda once said, he who runs away from the samsara or family life spends time in the caves of Himalayas to meditate and die, has missed the way. He who plunges headlong into the vanities and foolishness of life in the samsara or family life, leaves, earns to make ends meet or flourish, also has missed the way. So both the extreme miss the way. So his ideology, life should be divinized. Through that spiritual belief, he asked us to transcend the sufferings. Because we are human, so there will be sufferings, there will be difficulties and challenges. But the moment we do our work and try to detach little bit, so I think then we become more powerful and more divinized. Next question to me was how to adopt spiritual practices in student life. This, I think, I can little bit give directives because I remember when I was very young. So I used to follow the strict protocol or truly believe. It's not now like, you believe in something and you preaching something and doing something else. So when I was very young, even in the medical college life, I used to do my study. I was very hardworking, but very average student. But even then also, I used to go to mobile medical van on Ramakrishna Mission or any other social service. Although I knew that I need, because of I'm very average student, and it was Lady Hardinge Medical College, Delhi. So I knew that I need more time for study. All the time I used to study. Many times it was like, study without concentration also. I will not say that it was only focused study. Because of that, that I have not realized not to become chase the study or chase the power or success. I used to be very desperate. So because of that, I used to be very hardworking. But because I was concentrating only in that, so and no fun or nothing. So because of that, it used to become very much boredom. So I used to never enjoy the work, like, that study, if we consider that as a work for the work's sake, or the fun of studying or love of studying. So because of that, like as I have seen the both, like I used to follow the strict protocol in my younger days, and as well as during my medical college life, I have seen the challenges of being desperate for getting more marks. So I believe that our students need to realize that all power is within us. There is no power outside of us. This time was 25th year celebration of our MBBS. So we have our batch is 94 to 98 batch. So we went in the same auditorium, Lady Hardinge Medical College auditorium, for celebrating our 25th year. So I realized the same me, the docile, timid me. I was sitting in front of the auditorium, and our teachers were there. So our during our secretary's talk, who is one of our classmate, the professor in Lady Hardinge, in her talk she mentioned uh, my name as an achiever in the whole batch. She mentioned two of our names, but I was so much overwhelmed to listen to this. It's a very average student, very average in success, what we grade success. So if I can have that achievement, if I can achieve that much in life, I think this is that this happened because I never chased success. The moment, I think during after my MD days, or I realized that it should not be chased. Let us do our hard work and then surrender. Then you, as I said, universe wants us to win. So we actually get lot of abundance. We get abundance. We get everything in life. So emphasizing the role of concentration in our lives is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, when a person by unshakable concentration can visualize any image or object with closed eyes, he gradually learns to do the same with open eyes. Then, by further development of concentration, he can connect with God's all powerful consciousness and can materialize his thought into an object perceived not only by himself but others also. So, if as a student or if as a worker, we can concentrate, I think we can achieve. Whatever it may be, whether material, non-material, it becomes easily attainable. So when one wave of the ocean asks the other wave, do you know you will not be a wave when you reach the shore? The wave comes to know that all waves die, that it too will die. But as God explains it, if you learn to be still and silent, you are no more a wave, that you become the ocean. Then you have the same infinite energy and the power of the ocean. You become the ocean simply through being still and silent. So that silence or meditation or whatever you see, that calmness, the calm ocean without the waves and the ocean with waves are one and the same in essence, differing only in appearance. Such is the unmanifested sea of spirit. So, yes, our mind is full of waves. So, the more and more we want to control our mind, we want to control or channelize our life. So, I think that still and silent phase is attainable. So I remember Gordon B. Hinckley's lines, philosophical lines. Anyone who imagines that bliss is normal is going to waste a lot of time running around shouting that is being robbed. The fact is that most children grow up to be just ordinary people. Most of us, we're just ordinary. Most successful marriages require a high degree of mutual toleration. Most jobs are more often dull than otherwise. Life is like an old-time rail journey. Delays, sidetracks, smoke, dust, jolts, interspersed only occasionally by beautiful vistas and thrilling bursts of speed. The trick is to thank the Lord for letting you have the right. That gratitude in life is very important. Gratitude for everything in life. In Ishavasya Upanishad, verse 1, it mentioned Ishavashamidam sarvam jatkincha jagattam jagat tena tattena bhunjitha ma gridha kasha siddhanam. I know my Sanskrit is not very good, but let me try to explain this. All this, whatsoever moved on the earth, should he covered by the Lord. Covet not anybody's wealth. Swami Vivekananda spoke about the unity of God, universality of faith. He addressed the audience at the Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893 as Sisters and Brothers of America. All through my life, this is a source of constant joy. It is no different on this great monk's birth anniversary. His teachings, his sayings. So realizing the unity of God, universality of faith, rather than not believe that we are different than any religion, than any belief. So let us believe Atmana Mukshaptam Jagat Cha. So for us, we all struggle on our way to failure or success. And each one of us deal with life in our own unique ways. Passion, perseverance, resilience, never give up attitude, empathy, enthusiasm should hold the key. And my second life mantra, never compare yourself with others. Never bother about success or failure. Just keep giving your best and keep improving yourself. Success is relative. Today, it's not absolute. Today, one may say, like I said, during our 25th year celebration, my friend mentioned uh, my name as a achiever. But I realized sitting there that I have not achieved anything in life. So it is very relative. But one thing is sure, whatever success is, it's not something to be chased. The more I always tell my students, who I see, they are very desperate for their further study, post graduations, their theses, and everything, research work, publications. So I ask them for hard work, but not become desperate. So it's nothing to be chased. And the clinical triggers in our day-to-day life for spiritual growth, we see a lot of serious illness or chronic illness challenges. Then aging, we see in our professional life as well as in personal life. We have our aged parents and all. So, and also we have seen loss of loved one. Like I lost my mother during COVID time. I lost many family members and friends. Then illness is inevitable. Sickness or illness will come. Then stress, life changes, social events, tragedies. And many times we say, why me? I often used to go to temple, and even now also many times I say, like, I go to shrine and I ask God, or I ask Holy Mother or Sri Ramakrishna, why me? So this may be triggers for our spiritual growth. So when we see us as a healer, we find the transcendent, the holy, and the sacred. Once Mother Teresa said, we can cure physical diseases by medicine, but the only cure for loneliness, despair, hopelessness is love. There are many in the world are dying for a piece of bread. But many more dying for peace within and love within. So that's a very beautiful word. So that defines us. So it's our life is like Guns N' Roses songs, endless days and sleepless nights. But there is no substitute for hard work. So our calling is to heal, to preach, to teach, to research, and to serve. And if You have the calling, be honest with yourself, follow your heart, take your own decision. Don't let anyone or anything stop you. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. We all are maker of our own destiny. So I will end with Swamiji's quote. Success is not to be measured by how much one accumulates, but by the extent to which one uses what is accumulated for the service of others. So, this very strong line, be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. So, if we follow this, I think we can achieve anything in life. Once, former President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam, said about Swamiji's inspiring message. He said, what a beautiful message to the religions from Swami Vivekananda. My name should not be made prominent. It is my ideas that I want to be realized. Let us do that, and the Almighty will bless our societies. Thank you. Om Namah Sri Jatirajaya Vivekananda Shuraya Satchita Sukha Sarupaya Swamini Tapaharini.